So we are discussing about the menu painter. In the menu painter, we'll have three things mainly. The first one is menu bar. Second one is function keys. Third one is application toolbar. So these are the three things that we have in a menu. So in this, we have the menu bar actually has a menu bar can have a maximum of 6 plus 2. So it'll be like totally a menu bar can have 8 menus to our standard. See, we have 6 menus we can customize and then 2 standard ones. Now, no matter which screen you open in SAP, you will have 2 default options there. 2 default options called test and help. No matter which screen you open in SAP, you will be able to see these two in the menu. Then we have function keys. These are all standard functions. You cannot add new functions. You cannot add new function keys. These are fixed. Okay, function keys are always fixed. Application toolbar, you can design your own options. Up to 35 options you can have. And so, example, you want to just download the data, you can go for another option. Okay, so you can have different options like print option, view option. You can have different, and we need to write the code for that, and we have to execute. So these are the three different things that we can have here. So first we need to design this menu in the SE41 transaction, and then we need to attach that into our program so that we can see this data. Okay, let us go for that now. Now I'll go ahead with the SE41 transaction, build a menu. So when you are building a menu, it is mandatory for us to attach this for a program. So let us first go ahead with some program here. KN1 data is there. So we've used all the basic report events here. Now what we'll do is like we'll go ahead with for this particular program we'll go ahead with the menu. So for that we have to go for this program name. Just copy this program name for which we want to implement it. Give that program name here, and status I'll give it as something like Aditya. Okay, you can give any status. Create my status. And now here you can see that we have application bar, so menu bar, application toolbar, and function keys. Actually, in this the order is different. So application toolbar comes in the middle, but these are the application toolbars. On any screen you can find these application toolbars. So if you see the function code, we has the icon as well as the text. But this insert key, we only have the icon. We don't have the text. Menu bar. In the menu bar we'll write this as first one is something like go for okay, I'm giving my name to tell you that anything can be written there. So if I'm giving name, it means that anything can be written there, obviously, right? So how many we can design? 3, 4, 5, 6 we can design, but totally how many can be there on the top? You can have 8. So in 8, system and help cannot be changed. Default these two will come and the others will come here. And if you double click on this drop down will come. In this I'm going for data dictionary, DDIC. TDIC. So for this I have to write the code TDIC and ST05. I have to write the code. We'll implement the other things later. First, let's see this. How do we actually do it in the system? We'll see that. So for that, we have the status name is activate again. The status that we have is Aditya. This is the status. Now in our program, we have to write here set p of status. Set p of status and the status name that we have there. Aditya. Now that we have done it, we have to go for @user command. @user command. In this, we have to write the case s for ucom. Again, this is for the capturing the button value end case. Now in this, we have when what is that status code that we have done. I'll just check that here. Whatever is the FCT code that we wrote, TDIC, we wrote TDIC. So here we have to write TDIC. When you say TDIC and the TDIC, we have when TDIC call screen SC11 or yeah, call screen SC11. That's it. Save, activate. Now whatever, I'll just execute this. And here we'll go to Vikramaditya has come here, and data dictionary has come, and performance trace has come. So data dictionary, if you click on that, okay, so we need to write this call transaction. Call transaction because it's a transaction, right? So we just need to write this as call transaction. Call transaction S11. Activate. Execute. Here if we go to for data dictionary, we'll get this S11. It automatically takes us to S11 because I've given the code there that call transaction. Now when I click on performance trace, nothing will happen because we didn't write the logic for that. And if you see here, Vikram, system and help by default are coming, and these are SAP standard ones. You cannot hide them. And since we have not enabled any of this, these are all like grayed out. We need to enable them. So I'll enable the back button here, and then it can allow us to go back. Okay. So as of now, I'll just come out of it. Okay. Now this is what we have done, and going forward, we'll also enable the back button. In the function case, as I told you, these are all fixed function case. You cannot add new function key. You can add application toolbar. In application toolbar, how many you want you can add. You can add up to 35 buttons. Okay, but here in the function case, it is always fixed. So for just for back button, you don't have to write the logic. Okay, even if you don't write the logic for back button only back button will work without logic. So you have this dictionary performance test. Performance test does not work because we have not written the logic for that. Data dictionary we have written logic, and here back button we have enabled right now, so it is coming here. Back, click on back. This is what we have. Now, so this is enabled with this command called @user command. So without @user command event, without this event, it doesn't work. without this @user command event, this whatever we click will not work. So now we'll go for when. Even inside this when, so this DDIC have to be in capital letters. Okay, whatever we read inside that inverted quotes needs to be in capital letters. And for that, what is that logic that we have written here? We just need to see that. And here we have given it st05. So I'll go for when st05. That's the command that we have written in. Call transaction st05. This is for performance days actually. So this is what we are doing. Okay. So once we have done it, we can activate. Now it works. Now that concept works. Performance days. If you click on performance days, this comes into the performance days st05. Okay, so this is what we have, and we'll go ahead with the application tool now. Application toolbar. What we'll do right now is we'll use a button for download. Okay, so I'll write here download, and we need to write the logic for that, saying that when the download button is clicked, it should download the data into my local file, local system. Okay, all this data needs to be downloaded into local file, local system. We'll go for download and say static download. Here icon name, we have to select the icon name here. Icon name, we can select it as download. Download data, say OK. F2, save it. Now download has come. Now function text is download and function code is download. So function code is download. So whatever is the function code, according for that we have to write the logic here. Okay, download. So we have to go ahead with the logic. We have to write the logic for download. And how do we write that? Same process. How we have done it for the others, we have to write that. So the FCT code, the function code, will be download because we have their download. So we have to write it as download when download. Then I'll call a function module. What exactly is a function module and how it works, I'll tell you that later. But there is some predefined code that we need to make use of to get this data downloaded into our local system. So that happens to be GUI underscore download. So function module concept comes after this. Okay, so now the file name into which it has to get downloaded. I'll just write this here. Write this path. I'll go for some D drive, and this is something like cust.txt. And comment this field separator. We have hash. Tables, we have IT underscore. K11. So we need to download the data from IT underscore K11. Okay. So there are only three things that we are giving. The separator is hash. Hash, why we are giving is because it will give you a tabulator. Tabulator is tab separated. The values will be tab separated. The values will be tab separated. We have hash. AC, save, syntax check, activate. So now we'll give some value here. Not value, we'll give this country as India. Execute. You get this. Now you have an option here, download data. Okay, so how the text is coming as download data? The text is coming from here. We have given this as text is download data. Download data. So we have this. Now if you want to get this text here, we'll go for download data. So if you see here, the text is D small and all capital. Let's see how it gets reflected there. So that icon text, whatever we have here, the icon text that we have here, the icon text will be displayed there. It got changed into download full, like icon text it downloaded, it changed into capital letters now. Now if you execute this, you get this download text here. The text has come here, download. Okay, now let me change the text to here. That icon is coming as download. Okay, download. Okay, so whatever we write in the icon text will come here. Okay, so this is a program, and about the menu painter, we have done one menu bar. One we have enabled in the function case, and one we have written in the application toolbar, so that we can understand the functionality. So in this way, we can design our own menu painter in a program.